gang wars in Cape Town's Manenburg has punctured
in Manenburg. Sad part that this has become the norm. And I even wish to say that it's out of control of the law enforcement agencies.
If you look at the walls, I mean, you'll see machine guns that were sprayed against the walls.
Countless lives have been lost here in the streets of Manenburg, from gang-related crime, drive-by shootings, and drugs. Our story takes place here in the Cape Flats, but this time it's a little different. This time you'll be bowled over.
Cape Talk.
I've got to tip you off about the incredible work that is being done by a cricket coach in Primrose Park, who is using the sport as a leg up for youngsters that is so much more than encourage them to enjoy the game.
We got word about someone unique who was making a big difference in the poorest areas of the Cape Flats. So we decided to pay him a visit. We met him at the Cape Talk studios as he was wrapping up a chat with talk show host Pippa Hudson.
Good to meet you. Guys, fantastic interview that I just heard.
Thanks so much for picking up on the story. It's incredible.
It's awesome.
Shahied Adonis's interview with Pippa caused quite a stir.
In this case, it was a cricket team who got absolutely walloped by Shaheed's kids the other day.
Shahied is a cricket coach born and raised on the Cape Flats, a world away from the modern Cape Town studio. According to reports, 161 gang-related murders were committed between April and June of last year. All of these murders were committed here in areas like Manenburg on the Cape Flats. He knows well the daily struggle of the area's children. Describe Shahied as a young boy.
Probably the period where the naughtiness took over, getting involved in drugs. And in my case, I never had a father. He passed away when I was 4. The idle time, I would say, is the biggest enabler. That kind of gets you to do things after school that, you know, kind of takes you down the wrong path. I always say cricket saved my life. When it comes to drugs, it's relapse and relapse. So you need something that teaches you discipline, commitment, and you got to have the fun factor as well.
And so, Shahied's love for cricket and wanting to help his community developed into something unique. Shahied has one goal: to keep as many kids as possible out of the gangs. How's he doing it? Simple. With this.
Yeah, cricket takes a lot of time. The fact that you have the passion for the game obviously will keep you in it. And it started slowly. I mean, you had a few kids and the word just spread. I think our success was basically providing a hot meal.
His vision of creating something bigger than just a cricket center started to take shape a few years ago when he launched Dlala Africa, a non-profit organization relying entirely on donations. Boys and girls from surrounding areas are encouraged to go to Manenburg cricket grounds after school, not only to play sports, but to study together and get something to eat. It keeps them off the streets and out of harm's way.
We try to provide everything in terms of clothing, sanitary towels. The key is to provide the food.
Compared to a normal child's life, right? They are missing obviously a meal. They're not getting the 3 meals during the day. They don't have the equipment, the resources, obviously.
Serena Burkus is a psychology undergraduate who's tutoring some of the kids in Shahied's program.
The outer layer, it's obviously going to be hard and like aggressive because that's what they're going through on their daily lives. They need to protect themselves. They need to have their guard up. But once you get to know them, you converse with them, you spend time with them, it's completely different. They're just children and they just need that love and affection that they're not maybe getting at home. I actually spoke to a few girls. It was a difficult one, actually. They experienced a rape. How does someone do that to the next person, being raped by someone she knows?
That's the real world experience that these children are living in.
Yes, this is what they're facing. And like people would commonly say, yeah, but why would you do? Why'd you turn to drugs? But this is their lives. It's a harsh reality that they're living.
We have kids currently that are in grade 5, 6, 7 that can't read. We want to take that to the next level where we have quality tutors to provide that professional tutoring system.
Although the program has been going for a few years, providing for the children is a struggle. Shahied's daily routine consists of picking up donations from all over town and driving to Manenburg to feed the ever-increasing number of hungry mouths.
For kids that live in those areas, starvation is right on top of the list. Malnutrition in today's time, which is a shock.
They're on survival mode, it sounds.
Big time. That's the only way. You are not going to find a kid come walking down just to play sport. It's actually the food.
During our time with Shahied in Manenburg, the threat of danger was ever present. Just recently, a child was killed when a rival gang opened fire on 7 kids who were standing outside a block of flats. It happened just down the street from Shahied's cricket ground.
All 7 kids that were shot were basically just innocent bystanders. A few weeks after that, they shot a 9-year-old boy in the head and a 17-year-old. The 9-year-old died, I think, 3-4 days later. The 17-year-old died on the scene. These people are fed up now with the government. They're saying they can't live in fear, not knowing if the kid is walking from here to the shop across the road. And
If they'll come back.
if they'll come back, yeah.
It's not as easy as we think to change things, to get out of that whole poverty-stricken environment. It's not easy to change things overnight either, but there is bursaries, there's opportunities.
And this is the target that Shahied is chasing, to add more kids to the list of 11 who've already received bursaries at more affluent schools.
Bursary after bursary, those moments, you know, when I'm sitting here and the deals close and I know this kid is going to Bishops or to you know, that's the moment where you kind of realize, you know what, you just got to keep going, and that's the energizer.
We're very keen to make sure that not only Bishop's boys get to experience the fantastic facilities on this campus.
Sean Hewitt heads up cricket at Diocesan College, or Bishops, a private school in the suburb of Rondebosch, where a few of Shahied's boys have secured full bursaries.
What is entailed in that?
Full tuition from literally grade 8 to grade 12. Boarding house, it's all tours paid for. Cricket kit. If they need new cricket boots, a new cricket bat, a new cricket bag, whatever it might be, the school will certainly assist in that regard. Where Shahied's very good is that once the boys are in the system, you don't really hear from the mentors again until they matriculate. But Shahied is there with the guys all the way through. He reminds the boys that they're very lucky to be here.
One of the boys is Bishop's opening batsman, Adnan Lahadin. He was the first Manenburg boy to receive a bursary.
Everything changed after I went to train with him. He trained me to become the cricketer I am today. I hope to become, well, first province under-19 and then make it to SA under-19. And then hopefully just take it on from there.
When we go to Bishop, I say, remember, don't chirp, right? Because we want him, we want to be invited back. Don't go too hard, you know? But enjoy I always tell them the friendship game. Remember, these are our friends, you know? And we've played over 100 matches at Bishops, and I can use it. You guys don't toe the line, you don't listen, you don't, you know? You're not going to Bishops, you're not going to make the team.
Hey, coach, you are harsh.
No, I am, because, I mean, otherwise you lose the discipline. And when you lose the discipline, you know? If they don't make it as a professional cricketer, their work ethic, their commitment to self-development, that would kind of stand them in good stead to find a professional career. And if we can get them through that age, instead of getting shot or stabbed, so that's great as well.
A lot of people have written off Manenburg. They say the bad far outweighs the good. But with people like Shahied, who still believe in the children in this community, hopefully things can turn around.